Let me actually go live on my phone. Okay. Hello, everybody. We are live with our lunch hour live. I am Natalie Colillo, founder of Happy Healthy Women, and I am joined by the beautiful Kristine, who is an amazing part of Happy Healthy Women. She is our branch director in the Brampton, Ontario branch, and she is also, I want to get it right, so I'm going to look at it, the founder of Amplify Your Spirit. Yes. And a Young Living Senior Star leader. And Kristine really wears many hats. She is a multipreneur to the max, just the type of women that we love in Happy Healthy Women. But before we get started in our topic today about supporting our immune system while we're traveling, and Kristine, I know that this is a really big topic right now, especially with all that's going on. So I'm really excited to talk about this, but I'm going to first hand it over to you and just have you share a little bit about yourself and the kind of work that you do in health and wellness.
Excellent. All right. So about a year ago, my health issues with like endometriosis and polycystic ovarian syndrome and adenomyosis came to a head, and the doctors basically said there was nothing that I could do, and that sent me looking elsewhere for answers, which brought me to Young Living, plant-based eating, all of that. And it literally changed my life completely. And so now I am on a mission to help people just find their way through natural living. Amplify Your Spirit is a baby of mine that sort of blends two worlds, because I used to come from the entertainment world, and then I'm blending it with oil. So a lot of it is coaching for adults who are doing presentations, meetings, public speaking, that kind of thing, and blending it with oil. So I do a workshop that is based on that. And then it's a matter of just spreading the word about living naturally and all the ways that you can keep yourself completely healthy without having to run to Advil, run to, Lysol to clean your house, that kind of stuff, where it's just filled with so much garbage, really. I hate to put it that way, but it is.
Yeah, totally. It is. And, it's so funny. Like, I never really, I've never really thought about it until I started to actually feel sick while I was cleaning my house. So you just brought that up. And I started to actually physically get a headache. And I just thought it was because I was tired and whatever. And then I connected the dots. So I fully believe in, if I'm getting a headache, that's my body sign of saying this isn't good for you. Right. And so I fully believe in taking steps towards healthier living all the way around. But I love how you combine it with that coaching around speaking and just communication and letting yourself shine. And we will definitely have to do a live on that another day. So today, so let's talk about boosting your immune system while traveling. So why is that important, first of all? What happens to us when we travel? Why do so many people come home sick after traveling? That's a good question.
Well, I'm a firm believer that when we are in everyday life, we are going at warp speed. And when we finally actually stop and go on vacation, it's like you're letting your guard down. When that guard comes down, is when you're more susceptible to picking up other things. And you're also around more people usually than you are on a regular basis. I mean, if you're on a cruise ship and if you're in a plane, they're all kind of contained quarters. And as a result, it becomes like a breeding ground for germs. Not to mention, if you're going away on March break, you can add children into that. I love kids, don't get me wrong, but they love to carry germs. They don't always show signs of it, but they do carry germs. So this is why I brought this up today, was because we are going away on March break, and I don't have to, the elephant in the room of the virus that's going around nowadays. But that said, myself and my husband, in comparison to the rest of our family that's going, and rest of our family meaning my parents and whatnot, they're all scrambling to find the Purell. They're all scrambling to, find masks and things. And here I am sitting going, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also not just about what you do at the time of your trip as to what you need to be doing on a constant basis to support that immune system. But
Right.
there are some tips and tricks that you can do while on vacation. So I'd love to go over some of those today, if
Yeah.
time permits. So my biggest piece of advice, and the reason why I am completely okay with going away, and it's natural that people will think you're nuts, but just ignore them. That's what I do with my brother usually. I have this lovely Thieves. This is what you need to go away. Absolutely,
Okay.
wholeheartedly. And if you don't have this, then the oils that are within this, and create your own blend. All you need, I'll tell you the oils in a second, but all you need then is one of these little roller bottles with the tip on it, and a carrier oil like an avocado oil or a coconut oil, and you're good to go.
Awesome.
Thieves, clove, lemon, rosemary, I'm reading this so I don't forget, cinnamon bark, and eucalyptus. It's radiata. So instead of the globalist, now I have the globalist here because that's the one I prefer. But any of those you mix together, I would just do an uneven ratio of drops and blend it with your carrier oil and take it with you. This is the one that I will be applying on my hands before I get on the plane. Now I apply this neat, meaning without a carrier oil. Of course, right? This is just the way it has to happen all the time. Just one. There we go. Now I forget what. See, this is what happens when you reach 40 and you surpass 40. Is these things, right? Okay. This I will have. Now I'm back. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Ladies, no gentlemen. Wow. All right. This neat they're hot oils that are in this. So applying to your skin, if you have sensitive skin, you might either your skin might react to it, not in a bad way, just because it's a hot oil. So I usually recommend people use this with a carrier oil, and any of the oils, especially the ones that are in it. Pretty much all of them have a hotness to it, even the lemon that's in it. I usually recommend a carrier oil with it. For myself, I'm good. I use this for pretty much everything. This, though, with a carrier oil underneath your nose before you go on the plane, and just do a little bit around your mouth and behind your ears, because behind your ears is very thin skin, so it does get into your bloodstream and into your system. But this acts then as like a barrier around your mouth and your nose where you're going to be getting stuff in. It's a must, and that's partially why I'm not worried. All of these oils that are in Thieves are antibacterial, antiviral, antiparasitic. Where's the other one? They disinfect to the max, and they stimulate your immune system. So it's a game changer when you've got this. Young Living has a whole line. The sanitizer. This just actually was authorized by Health Canada as a sanitizer. Up until now, we've had to call it a purifier, but now it's fully regulated with Health Canada, and the new bottles will say sanitizer on it. This is not alcohol based, and many people might be like, well, then how is it going to, prevent any sort of infection? How is it going to support my immune system? Because of the oils that are in it.
Right.
The oils that are in it stimulate your immune system and are major players in the antiviral, antibacterial, and all of those things. So This is mixed with aloe. It's beautiful on your hands, but it protects. It protects big time. Thieves is going to be what I use when I go away. It is
Yeah.
the way it's going to go. But if, like I said, if you don't have those at home, then mix your own. Mix your oils. Mix the cinnamon bark with the eucalyptus, the clove, lemon, rosemary. Mix all that in there with your carrier oil and take that with you. This one is the Thieves Spray, and this wholeheartedly you can spray it to disinfect the space that you're in, but you can also spray it in the back of your throat. It's
Oh,
that
okay.
based.
You can
So
ingest.
yes, so I can, before I go on the plane, I can spray this in the back of my throat, again adding to that barrier and getting myself all. It's like you're suiting yourself up, but with oils. These things are amazing. Amazing,
Right.
amazing little gems in bottles. But
Yeah, because like, sorry, and I want to say something about. I'm in love with the fact that you guys have a sanitizer, because I've heard that those, like, a lot of those sanitizers that are on the market are not great for you, right? Like, I've seen like purple and blue ones and pink ones, and I'm like, those dyes are not like, that's kind of like
even
defeating the whole health purpose. So
even your
yeah,
regular hand sanitizer that's clear,
yeah,
it's mixed with some of the ingredients in there is meant to help with your disinfecting and your antibacterial and all of that, aside from the alcohol that's in it. But those are
right,
all
right,
synthetic,
yeah,
man-made. So as soon as you see, and it's
batteries,
written right on the bottle, synthetic, and as soon as you see that, all you need to know is that there's chemicals in it.
right, yeah. Yeah,
It's just
and it's absorbing into our skin and into our bloodstream, I think. And so I feel like that might have the opposite effect of boosting the immune system versus, right? Like it's not going to
it'll
help.
no, it'll help to a degree, but what you're asking for are other issues that could arise from it, from
Yeah,
overuse of it. And it's also going to it may disinfect, but we ourselves need to build an immunity to everything. So if you're
yeah,
constantly using hand sanitizer and stripping that from your body, how are you supposed to fight anything on your own, right? Or
right.
else you keep putting in more synthetic. And the hand sanitizer that you get, um, dye or not, it has perfume in it. It has fragrance. And again,
Mm-hmm.
it's the umbrella that companies can put a ton of um, chemicals into the product and not have to actually list what's in it.
Got it.
So
Yeah,
when you're looking for a hand sanitizer, you just read the back. Um, but even aside from the plain, if you have lemon oil at home and you take your bottle with you, and you can take these and travel with these on the plane. I usually recommend, just as a side note, put saran wrap like this and put the lid on, because sometimes, depending on whether it's in your carrying case or you put it in your checked luggage, um, sometimes they can leak a little bit. So always have them in Ziploc bags too. But this is a beauty to have with you, with some cotton balls, or bring a cloth with you. And when you get to your hotel, whip out the cloth and your lemon oil and clean down your faucets and door handles,
mm-hmm.
because this is
Yeah,
super antibacterial and disinfectant. So this on its own, wipe all that stuff down. Um, Hotels are, you don't know what somebody left behind when you're leaving the hotel, when you're entering
right.
and you've left, right? I mean, it's I don't want to get all Howie Mandel and germaphobe, but you know what I mean? Like, it's you nowadays, you have to be aware and be vigilant. And we take that with us wherever we go, whenever we're staying somewhere. And I wipe down the door handles. If I don't have the spray with me, then I have the lemon oil with me, but I
Yeah,
have oil with me all the time, so it's a given. But when you take all of these with you and you give yourself that barrier when you're entering into your vacation, um, it's a game changer. I mean, I a huge supporter of supplements and taking those prior to your vacation, you know, getting that vitamin C inside your body to support that. I take a multigrain vitamin that just, I mean, we're vegetarian, so I'm constantly getting vegetables and fruit anyway. But the multigrain is fantastic to get in your system because it just, why not add that benefit? Get that fiber in you, get those nutrients in your system so that you're able to fight this off. I mean, um, it's the way I think people are moving in the direction of, is being able to support your immune system naturally. And when you're on vacation, just keep up what you normally do, maybe even amp it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I can keep going. Diffusing.
Maybe just one more tip, and then do you have another one?
If you have a diffuser, grab the diffuser, bring it to your hotel room, and whether you're diffusing a combination of single oils, making your own blend of like the oils that I just talked about, you can add in oregano, thyme, melissa oil. Any of those are going to help you sort of purify the air. There's also purification from Young Living. But what you're doing is you're sending the particles from the oil into your air, and that is also going to combat any germs that might be left from the previous person. So it's another way to keep that going. And diffusing this or purification is always a game changer.
I love it. And does Young Living have any kind of like travel diffusers or like miniature diffusers?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
A small one that they had come out at Christmas. And then they also have an orb diffuser. It's like literally like a little ball, and it's very compact and travel size. Some people use it as a car diffuser. So there are those options to take with you. So you don't have to take a big one with you.
Yeah, like my big like living room diffuser.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. This is so great. And you know, I mean, sometimes when we travel, we're like in a rush and we're packing and there's all these things that, you know, we have to remember, but I think that these are essentials. And I agree with you. Like, one too many people come home sick from traveling because they're just having a great time. They're maybe drinking a little more. They're not eating as well as they usually do. And so their immune system falls a little bit to the wayside. I know that's happened to me before. And so these are great tips, Kristine. Thank you so much. So how do people work with you and get in touch with you? And maybe they want, you know, maybe they're going away next week or the week after and they want a little travel kit. Can they touch base with you for that?
Absolutely. You can reach me at amplifyyourspirit@gmail.com. And if social media is your thing, then at amplifyyourspirit or at the Oily Essentials YL.
amplifyyourspirit@gmail.com. I'm just writing that in so that people can see that. And then, sorry, you also said, what was the second thing you said?
Social media. So at Amplify Your Spirit.
Yeah.
Or at the Oily Essentials YL.
Okay. And you're on Instagram and on Facebook. And obviously we're going to tag you here as well. So people can, oops, there's a typo there. Spirit, sorry. There we go. Amplify Your Spirit. So yeah, so if people want a little travel kit, you know, to take with them, this is great. And also those thieves, that thieves oil comes in a whole cleaning line, right? We were talking about cleaning before. Yeah. And yeah, there's like a huge cleaning line as well to like for your home to
everything
get those germs.
From soap to the all-purpose cleaner to laundry soap, hand soap, like you name it. There's pretty much everything. Toothpaste.
Okay. Amazing. And Rona is asking, where is Kristine situated? Is Young Living a brand, an American or Canadian? So Kristine is right here in Brampton.
Yeah. And funny enough, they're so it's an American company, started American, came into Canada I want to say about 10 years ago. And there is a location in Brampton. Funny enough, I live literally across the street from it. So it's very easy to order. and go pick up and save on shipping. So if you are within the GTA, you could come and pick up what you need instead of waiting for shipping. If shipping's your thing, they have that too. And the shipping is actually, it's flat rate. It's super reasonable. So there's those options as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Kristine, I just want to say thank you so much for your information and for guiding us through today. This has
No
been really
problem.
informative. Even though it was like a short 20 minutes, it went by really quickly. You
I know
still,
it's fast, but it's all good. I mean, little bits of info, and there you go.
yeah, it's all about awareness, right? So for those of you who watched, get in touch with Kristine and Rona. I know that you are an Arbonne girl as well, so this, like, the Young Living products are such a great complement to Arbonne's, because there's a lot of stuff
Absolutely.
that we actually don't carry, and it's just as natural and just as clean as what we offer. So that's perfect. So thank you so much, Kristine.
No problem.
Made my first show. Okay, awesome. Rhoda's saying, yeah, okay. Rhoda's telling us about the dish soap that she made, which is awesome, with essential oils. All right. Well, thank you so much, Kristine, and I appreciate you. And for everyone else, thank you again for watching. And if you are interested in coming on board and sharing your knowledge and expertise with our community, you have the chance to do so as a leader as well with Happy Healthy Women. And if you're in the Brampton, Mississauga area, then go check out Kristine's branch. She does an amazing job there, leading great events. So thank you again. Love you, girl, and have a great trip.
Thanks.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Take care.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.